happiness, and hello. Thanks for joining. And I'd like to welcome some of our new friends that came over from Aero Surfer LV. You might have seen a recent video where he interviewed me. It's a YouTube page, AeroSurferLV, Aero Surfer LV, also known as Dale's Leatherworks. We did a very long video. It's a couple hours. If you can't watch the whole thing, maybe you can treat it like a podcast and just listen to it while you're driving or while you're working if you have that kind of job. So we got a number of folks coming over. I would encourage you to go over to Aero Surfer LV and like and subscribe his stuff. And Dale is an amazing guy. He makes some beautiful leather backpacks, and it's something we've been talking about for years in this household, leather backpacks. And he can make you one custom how you want it, and they are just gorgeous. You can check out him also on IG, Aero Surfer LV, and you can see some of the stuff he makes. He is also now making kilties, false tongues, different colors, accents, adding them to boots. And he has, I think, the largest selection of different leathers and types of kilties that I've seen. So I would encourage you, if you need kilties, to go to him. Today we're having kind of an international boot review, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about boots that are made and shipped here to the US from overseas. And I know that a lot of guys are leery to buy things from overseas. We've talked extensively about Professor Barnett's in another video, and I know there's a lot of information on the Indonesian boot makers who are awesome and what to expect from them. But I want you to know that, boot makers, cordwainers, cobblers are people too. And so as you would judge your relationships with people, you should also treat these small shops the same way. So, obviously, if we're not a racist person, a terrible person that is hateful towards people, we can still be prejudiced. And what prejudice is prejudging, obviously, judging people or things based on our set of experiences or things that we might have heard without really interacting or knowing with those specific things. So if you are going to buy overseas, I would recommend talking to people like myself, watching videos like this that are reviewing those items, so that you can get a feel for that, and so that you can have as much information as you can before ordering. And the first pair of boots I want to talk about are made in a place called Georgia. And Georgia, not the state, it's the country. And they actually are an American promoted boot now. They have a shop, a beautiful shop in Brooklyn, New York. If you go to Brooklyn, New York, visit their shop. You go to Standard and Strange and all the other cool boutique boot and men's clothing haberdasheries, but go to the Nanyusela shop. They are also making some really cool Elton John type glasses now. They have a lot of stuff. This is the first pair of Nanyuselas. You will see this on the Aero Surfer video too. The first pair of Nanyuselas that was sold in the United States, right here to the Carpenter of Happiness. A lot of guys don't like them. They freak out because of that big square toe. Look at that. I just thought it was cool. This thing it's structured, and it is structured with many pieces of leather. The owner is a gentleman named Goggy. He is highly accessible on IG, on Facebook. He will talk to you. You can change things about the makeup on the boots you order. And he is super smart and receptive. And now that the guys are really standoffish, the guys that don't like real different things like me, that gotta have the same heritage look and heritage style. This is heritage. This is made by hand, the way shoes and boots have been being made for thousands of years. But they're not actually what some guys expect. So he has morphed his designs. He has different designs more crazy, but he has designs more conservative, more heritage, round toe, really, really cool looking stuff. And I have another pair on order from him right now. I can't wait till that comes. You know I love green. That pair is going to be in blue. So I will do another, I have some more boots to do, and I will do another international boot review with those when they arrive. He took my size and made these for me in my new boots. He is also a subscriber to the channel, and when he heard that I had lost weight and my feet changed a little bit, he had me do measurements, a foot tracing and measurements in centimeters. So I just want to let you know that when you are doing these measurements, you got to ask your bootmaker, because this is very important. When you're getting something mailed from overseas that's going to add $50, $60 possibly to the purchase price, you want it to be right the first time. What are you going to do? Ship it back? You know? So that's why it's crucial that you do as much research as you can, and ask your boot shoemaker. They want you standing or sitting. If they want foot tracings, they want them in centimeters or inches. Also, be careful about what pencil or pen you're using when you trace your foot. Are you pressing into the flesh of your foot too much and making it too small? Are you angling the pencil or pen out away from your foot and making it too big? Do they want you to have socks on or not? I know when I got the creosotes, he wanted me to have socks on when I measured. So be very specific with your bootmaker about what he wants, and do it several times, and make sure that you're getting the average of what your human error is on your measuring yourself. So I love these. They are lined with an amazing leather. They come with a leather sole. All those strips are actually leather, but I wanted them plastic, as you hear on the interview with Dale, that I prefer. He prefers leather soles, but I prefer rubber. So I had him do all those strips. All those are leather, how they usually do it. I had him do it in rubber. What a great experience I had with him. Didn't take too long. I think it was a few months. And Nanusella Boots, a fine, reputable company, very communicative, and just a beautiful, different product that you're not going to see anywhere else. Second pair I want to show you, these were also in that other very long video. These are July Raw Denim. These are from Mandalay, Myanmar. My friend Pai owns a store there called July Raw Denim, and he doesn't make them in-house, but they are made locally. And these monkey boots, I got a pair matching for my wife and I. I saw them online. All this blue was salvage. These are built to be the salvage boot. And I said, I don't know how that's going to work. Could I get leather? He goes, oh, you want blue leather? Let me find some. And so he got me this blue leather, and these are hecka cool. They're kind of light, which is good for hot weather, because I know it's warm over there, but they have rivets everywhere. They are very well made. And you see, I kept the selvage right on the back stay there. You see the selvage lines. There's your selvage right there. July Raw Denim from Mandalay, Myanmar. He will communicate with you through Messenger. He sends my stuff over to LA. I pay the purchase price for the product. It's very affordable what he sells. And when they get to LA, he has people there that communicate with me and tell me what the overall shipping is. It's $40 to $60 depending on the product. Cheaper, you know, for lighter stuff, for jeans and whatnot. And then I pay them through Venmo for my shipping, and the stuff gets to me back in 2 days from LA after it comes to the United States. I don't know what his arrangements are in different countries, but you can ask him. I have never had a problem. I have bought a few pairs of jeans. I now have 3 or 4 pairs of leather, all leather selvage flip-flops. It has a beautiful rubber sole, full sole on the flip-flops. The footbed is different colored leather that I chose. The thongs of the flip-flops are selvage denim like this, and they are super cool, well made, and gorgeous. And so you can't go wrong with July Raw Denim as far as my experience is. Now, I have always wanted a pair of flame pandas. And ever since I found out about him a few years ago, Jake from Almost Vintage Style knows Peng. He's in China, and in a small town. It's a family-run business, family-owned and family-run. If you go on Jake's blogs from Almost Vintage Style, he has an interview with this gentleman, Peng, and what a beautiful soul this guy is. What a great guy. You'll get to know him through that and the questions that Jake asks him and how he responds. I got these from Kuro, our friend at Vintage Gathering Hub. Vintage Gathering Hub, he sells clinch, he sells brass Tokyo, and some very high leather jackets. He is a great guy, can't go wrong with him. He's expedient. He already has the product when he sells it, so it comes to you pretty quick. I got these. These were made for somebody that couldn't pay them off. He bought them. They're at 10.5. He shipped them to me. These are the only boots that I have a break-in with. I communicated with Peng, and yes, he made them, and they are Merriam horse butt. That's what I wanted to know. This leather is so super thick. I mean, I put effort into doing that, and I was having a problem with heel slip. They were a little bit big up here and at the in the quarters there, and it felt like I was going to get a blister there doing a little bit of rubbing. I got from Nick's handmade boots, I got some very thick bridle leather and some shears, leather shears, and cut some thick footbeds in. I put the kilties accenting the color. Those are veg tan kilties like Dale is doing at Dale's Leatherworks, and they are seeming to fit better. I'm just waiting for them to kind of mold to my foot. On my grail list is to order a pair of Flame Pandas, but I got these if I never get to do that. And I want to let you know that I'm not receiving any money from any of these folks I'm endorsing. They are friends, they are acquaintances, they are gentlemen that I know and love from the internet here mostly. And all I'm doing here, I'm here to your advantage. And so I'm trying to let you know what to expect when you get or buy these different shoes from around the world, from US, heritage styles, fancy boots. And so I'm here for you. Flame Panda. You know I love green. There's the green half sole. They're just gorgeous boots. Flame Pandas from China. I got some boots from Vietnam. Kind Supply, K-I-N-D, Kind Supply. They have a website with a bunch of different products. These are the coolest mock toes that I have. They are veg tan, also a very thick leather. They fit like a glove in my regular size. I haven't had any problem with them. It's not a molded mock. It's a two-piece mock, just like your Red Wings. Looks just like a Red Wing to me. It's got the Vibram crepe sole, and I just love these. They are amazing. They are made by and for Kind Supply in Vietnam. The last pair of boots I want to tell you about, I just ordered from a person, Quan Shoemaker on Instagram. These are black Merriam horsebutt. I am in love with these boots. If you're watching, whoever had a pair made like this, I copied them, wanted the same pair. I think they had a slightly different, more expensive black leather. I wanted the Merriam horse leather, and I just love them. The fit is perfect on these. He asked me questions like, okay, what do you wear in Westco? What do you wear in Whites? What do you wear in Nicks? What do you wear in Red Wing Iron Rangers? He just asked me all those questions. What's your branding? And I didn't send him measurements. He figured it out. They fit like a glove. Green, full sole, Dr. Sole, hecka cool. The finish is so perfect on these. I still haven't found any defects on these at all. Just even, guys always question where the welt attaches to the welt. There's that little seam there. On here, the way he's got it cut and stitched, it's almost unrecognizable. I knew to look for it, but I've never seen the welt joined in such a fine manner as Quan did. If you go on his IG, Quan.Shoemaker, you'll see, scroll down, there's a video of the Evening Magazine. He lives in a very large city in China, and they rated him as one of the best shoemakers, the best in their city and one of the best in China. We know that Flame Panda is rated one of the best shoemakers in the world from China, and now we have Quan. And Quan does such a beautiful, look at that round toe and the sprung toe of it. These are just amazing boots. So I know people say, oh, don't order anything from China. Yeah, if you're ordering from some of these countries overseas, some cheap little items from people you don't know, yeah, you on eBay or Amazon, you may receive them, you may not receive them. Who knows what happens in between there and here. These came to me, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 weeks, really quick, from China. Everything exactly as he said. So again, judge your people and your bootmakers one at a time, based on knowledge that you have conversations with them, kind of feel them out, talk to guys like me, watch as much YouTube on these processes of people that have ordered as you can, reviews of guys, and please, in this life, have an open mind. Maybe there's things like these monkey boots. Man, I didn't like monkey boots. I was one of the guys that, oh, those are bowling shoes. I was one of them, and now I just love monkey boots. Monkey boots are what I want to get now. And so my taste changed. So don't miss out on parts of the world that are amazing and different from you by being prejudiced, by just not opening your mind, by not researching and checking out things, good things, very good things, amazing things come from every experience, nation, type of race of people on this earth. And some of them are doing things the old way, the heritage way, and please don't limit yourself to what is only right next to you in this world and in this life. So I would hope that as you go through each day, that the people that you meet, yes, please be cautious. Don't take people that you don't know into your home or around your family until you're sure about them. Get references on people. Get references on shoemakers. And be happy. Have a full life. Thank you for joining today. And peace and love to you. Happiness.